Hello, my wonderful MA 117 students. This is an overview of your patient education brochure guidelines and also the grading for the project. This is absolutely one of my favorite projects, and the project guidelines have been updated as of March 26th. So any project guidelines that you received at the beginning of the semester, saved on your USB or on the OneDrive, those project guidelines are updated now. So everything on Blackboard has been updated as of March 26th. So some of the guidelines are still the same. What I've done is condensed it down to make it easier to work with. So you'll be working on your patient education brochure independently. You are going to be researching a condition or a disease of interest to you. So let's look at the background information here. I want you to assume that you have gotten a job in the medical administrative field and you have some pretty good Microsoft Word skills, and your supervisor has asked you to create a patient education pamphlet. I'm going to keep this to either a condition or a disease to keep it simple for all of us. So you're going to select a condition or a disease that's of interest to you, and you're going to create a patient education pamphlet that could be used in a role play scenario. Once the patient education pamphlet has been created and submitted, there's a second component to this project where you have to actually role play with me via Skype if you have it. If you don't have Skype, then we'll make some alternate arrangements for a phone conference. So you're going to educate me about the condition or disease that is located in your patient education brochure. I'm going to ask that you please don't do diabetes or heart disease for this project. And I'm saying that for completely selfish reasons. I've seen so many projects completed on that topic. Let's try and pick something different. As you're selecting a condition or disease, try and think of a condition or disease that's going to lend itself well to the project itself. So you need to have a description of the condition or disease in the pamphlet, signs and symptoms, possibly causes, precautions or preventative measures to be taken if it's relevant. Obviously, if the condition or disease is something that's congenital or genetic, there are no precautions or preventative measures. Treatments, that could be medicines or various other therapies, and also any statistics that you might find. Some topics that have done in the past, just to give you an idea. Oh my goodness, asthma, Ebola, macular degeneration. There's all different ideas or all different topics, and I literally have dozens of samples from other students. On Blackboard, you're only going to find one sample, and that one's on macular degeneration. But I always think it's important that you see what other students have done for the project, and that's why I'm including the sample for you to look at. As far as the project requirements, you can look at the requirements. They're located right here. The trifold design that you're going to use, everyone is using the same trifold design this semester. We're going to keep it simple. Remember that the idea here is to educate a patient. You're not trying to sell or promote anything. You're supposed to be creating an education brochure for a patient. On the back side of the pamphlet, there's always a spot for a medical facility name, address, website, phone number. All I want you to do is include the medical facility name and contact information for your dream job upon graduation. So it could be something local, like, I don't know, Buffalo General or Roswell, or it could be something in Denver or San Francisco. Everybody has different plans once they graduate, so you just need the name of a company there. For the template design that I've chosen for you to use for this project, there's also a spot for the mission statement for that medical facility, and that is so easy to find on their website. As far as balancing columns and using complementary colors, all that means is that on that patient education brochure, I don't want to see big white spaces, blank white spaces. You want to make sure that your columns are balanced and that it looks pleasing to the eye. And as far as using complementary colors, you know, just keep it subtle, keep it pleasing to the eye. Probably for this one, maybe some more subtle colors like blues, greens, grays. Maybe that would be a little bit better, but I leave that up to you. There are 2 grading components for this project. The first grading component is the patient education brochure itself, and then the other component is the role play. So that is the project overview. Of course, once you get started with this, feel free to contact me if you have questions. You'll also find on Blackboard something that is so helpful. I've put a document on Blackboard that tells you what information goes on each panel. This is a 2-page patient education brochure. There are 3 panels on the first page and 3 panels on the second page, and you're going to find this super helpful. As far as due dates, look on your assignment sheet. I have this broken down on days of the week that you should be working on the project, and then days of the week the day of the week that it's due, and the day that the Skype education session is going to take place. Okay, good luck.